Chicken Shawn. They're two sales dudes from a cloud voice company, but with a superpower that you wouldn't believe. Monday mornings they transform into some dope co-hosts with sports, pranks, and jokes. It's business, breakfast, and banter. Just try and hold back your laughter, cause it's some really funny spit out your coffee kinda quick wit. So grab a Pop-Tart and let the work week start. Momentum Mondays, yeah, with Chuck and Shawn. Chuck and Shawn. Momentum Mondays, yeah, with Chuck and Shawn. Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn.
This week's episode of Momentum Mondays is brought to you by Holly. Command the conversation with confidence.
Good morning, everybody. Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn. Two sales dudes from a cloud voice company. Chuck, that's not your ringtone yet?
No, mine is Pop-Tarts. Because we're eating Pop-Tarts.
I got my kids.
And we could ask you, wait, Pop-Tarts, is it brown sugar Pop-Tarts, strawberry Pop-Tarts? What kind of Pop-Tarts you like?
We went through this with Chris Schubert. Like, it's
I don't know
just
what you're talking
Pop-Tarts
about.
for me. Pop-Tarts. Without Jimmy's. No Jimmy's.
No, there's definitely Jimmy's.
So, again, have you made it your ringtone yet? So I've made it my ringtone. I got my kids singing like two, dope co-hosts. They're in it, man.
Yeah. I'm not sure anybody that has ringtones anymore, Shawn. Usually most people have their phone on vibrate, but it's okay. You're that guy. Ringtones. They have that commercial that talks about dads like, live, laugh, love, and the guy throws it in the trash like that's dad stuff. Okay.
I have no idea what we're talking about. Well, listen, I wanted to give a shout out to our guest or the 6 people that are watching this morning. If you like what you're seeing or you have some ideas about our show, put them into the comment section. Let us know what you think. We're trying to drive this up a little bit, trying to get some popularity, brand awareness out there, but I'm curious what you guys think. So if you've seen any of the past Momentum Monday shows, give us your thoughts. If not, go binge watch them.
That's right. That's right. As our CEO said, don't watch them live, binge watch them.
Yeah. What was that? We're having a town hall meeting this week or last week, and he says, hey, I hope you guys are watching the Momentum Monday shows, but don't watch them live. Go watch them as the reruns. So, man, he's really helping us out, Chuck. Thanks.
Exactly. Speaking of reruns, I have to ask you, how many calls did you get this week?
What are you talking about? Calls for what?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, last week after the show, I tagged Adidas in our LinkedIn post. I thought one of two things were going to happen. One, I was going to get a cease and desist letter from Adidas. Or two, they were going to hit me back with, sorry, we're all full today.
Full
no more
what?
No more models. I don't know. That's how I was hoping it was going to happen, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe they were calling you directly.
Thanks, Chuck. Models for big and tall, minus the tall, right? So we were supposed to be talking about derby outfits. By the way, did Will Ferrell call? He wanted his Buddy the Elf outfit back. Did you get it back to him? Huh? And we know that wasn't your hair. So,
well, I just sent him the hair back. I kept the costume. I really like the green. Green goes with momentums,
Wait a minute. Speaking of costumes, what do you got on? You going to a disco after this? What are you doing?
You don't like my shirt?
It's a disco shirt.
No, it's a bunch of Jimmys. They're a bunch of Jimmys.
We're still on the Jimmys. We're going to ask our next guest, by the way, if he even has a clue what a Jimmy is. So don't worry about that.
Sprinkles of Jimmys. In fact, what these are is probably hard to see. These are actually golf shoes. Quick story for you. Anybody know Doug Sanders? Used to be a fantastic golfer. He actually passed away about a year ago, middle 80s, I believe. But I got to golf with him in Austin, Texas, probably 15 years ago. And he always wore very vibrant golf outfits. He'd always have his shoes match his pants, purples and pinks and yellows, you name it. But we're there golfing. I'm in the golf cart. He's in front of me. He's about to hit the ball. And I accidentally thought I hit the brake. I hit the gas. I hit the back of his legs. He fell into the golf cart. It was one of the more embarrassing things I've ever done. I just pretty much ran over an older golf player. I was like, this is not good. But these are golf shoes, Shawn. This is a Bugatti.
It's a what?
A Bugatti.
Who got me? All right, it got me. I don't know what that means. Oh, listen. That's an incredible story, by the way. I'm not a golfer.
No, it's not good. I hit the guy. It's not incredible. It's embarrassing.
It's a great story, but I laugh because when we open up the show, we hear Chuck and Shawn. Do you remember how that came about? Do you remember the story? You don't remember when we were in Florida and we were meeting an agent at the time at it was an offsite or something. And that night we sat down for dinner and we met Greg Stiff, an agent out of St. Louis, and his wife. And all of a sudden he tells us that his wife had an epiphany. And we said, what are you talking about? He goes, I told her we were going to Florida to meet Chuck and Shawn. But he said Chuck and Shawn, and she thought the whole time this trip was for her to go meet Shaka Khan. Yeah. And so literally when she met us, she said, oh, Chuck and Shawn, not Shaka Khan. So that's where that came about. Chuck and Shawn.
I do remember that, and she was very disappointed.
Even though we did our best, Shaka Khan, it didn't work.
She came to dinner and left right away. Like, this is not what I thought we were doing tonight, Greg.
I know. We tried fast food and she didn't like that. So
exactly. So the show, Momentum Mondays, this is our 7th show now. I think one of the big things we wanted to make sure we weren't doing is we didn't want to be like Cheers, right?
What? We didn't want people to know we didn't want everybody to know our name? What does that mean?
We don't want anybody to know our name. They all know our name. At Cheers, you had Norm. So some people might say old Norm. Some people might say the new Norm. We didn't want to be like that. So, but here we are.
But we did want people to know that they could watch us longer than 27 seconds, right? We didn't want to just finish the show in 27 seconds.
27 seconds of the Wonder Twins.
I get it. Like super hero powers kind of thing.
You got it. Tie it all together.
Tie it all together. Nice. Well, listen, who do we have up on the docket today? I mean,
we have actually our sponsor on the docket today.
By the way, I looked up docket. You may be half right. It's like a legal precedence, like something has to do with legal stuff. But anyway, so on our docket is our next guest. And I'm going to let you intro him because I struggled pronouncing his last name. I'm going to let him do it, but I figured I'd take an attempt at Shawn Putin or who is?
It's Shawn Puddester. No, it's not Puddester. Nope. Prime Minister. Nope. It's Shawn
Heat
Pedestal. No, it's not Pedestal.
Heat Miser.
I'm a little confused as well. We might have to have Shawn introduce
himself. He's got one of those names like I do. Like people just butcher it, and as long as they get the N right in my last name, that's close enough. You're good. Just
I always tell him it rhymes with fart.
And we haven't heard that one. All right, let's Chuck introduce our next guest.
Yes, our sponsor, Vice President of Global Sales, Global Delivery, Shawn Puddester. I don't know.
We went through this. Welcome, Shawn. Welcome to the show. I hope you know we're having fun, that we do know how to say your last name.
Polly.
There he is.
Parrot. There's a parrot up there. Shawn, welcome.
Happy to be here, guys.
Feathers. Shawn Puddester, correct?
You know what? It's actually Puddester, but you guys bring back a lot of memories. I was an Air Force brat, so I bounced around a lot, and so I had a lot of different teachers, and so the name's been butchered many, many times. So usually it's pronounced Puddester if people don't know it, but it's actually Puddester. So, but happy to be here with you guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Shawn, kick us off. Tell us how Polly's doing. Tell us what you're up to. Give us a little overview of Polly.
Well, you know what? I've been here 11 years. Very fortunate to be in this role, and Polly's doing great right now. I mean, it's as you guys know, Plantronics purchased us 3 years ago. So when I first started 11 years ago, we were a desktop product manufacturer. So we were the best in the business. We do really well in this space. With the service providers, we've grown 10x over the last first 10 years that I was here, and continue to grow over the last 2. Obviously, the pandemic put a curveball in everything last year, but we still posted really strong results as the year proceeded. So But things are going great at Poly. I mean, we just announced some new products on the video side. So we got some personal studio video devices out there. So we're doing really well in that area, headsets and certainly the desktops. So, but really happy to be here with Momentum and your millions of listeners that dial into this show on a weekly basis. So,
yeah,
did you guys
millions,
say, by the way,
to million.
Mother's Day?
Shawn, did you have a good Mother's Day?
Did I have a good Mother's Day? I'm not a mother, but we did. We had a good Mother's Day with the wives. I'm going to go, but thank you for asking. Millions of listeners. We may want to, check that. So, Chuck, that number went up. I will tell you, though, Shawn, you said 10X, or you guys have grown 10X since you've been there, year over year, 10 years. I'm trying to remember exactly. That's called coincidence, right? You being there, there's growth. I mean,
right? I wish I could take credit for that, but a lot of it was right place, right time. But it's products, it's the people, it's the programs that we put around it. Our focus really from a service provider standpoint is to understand your business and to help you guys grow. My team manages 1,000 partners. We have a lot of best practices that we see out there. And so we really try to, pass that along to the partners and know their business and see what makes them different and unique and figure out how we can help you guys grow and be successful.
Oh, that's great. I have a couple of questions for you, Shawn.
Sure. Yeah, please.
Where are you located?
So my wife and I are empty nesters. We spend 7 months a year down in Naples, Florida.
How many months?
7 months. It could be 6 and 6, but I know it's going to be 6 plus 1. If you use
there's tax advantages, right?
That's right. 6 plus 1.
And then the other 5 months we're up on Cape Cod, up in Massachusetts.
That's awesome. So my next question is, have you given your air plant air today? I see it over your left shoulder.
I have not.
Oh.
So should I be worried? Is it drooping or what? It does look a little droopy, doesn't it?
Well, air plant, in case those of you, Shawn, do you know Shawn Nark? Do you know what an air plant is?
No. Does it just float in the air? What's an air plant? I mean, what are you, a horticulturalist? What is that?
An air plant, you just put in water once a week only. You sit in that he's got a little glass face I see there. It's an air plant. It's a great plant for the office.
How did you recognize that?
Well, it's I don't know. It's on top of his safe where he keeps all his poly money.
Well, I think anybody that knows what a Jimmy is would know an air plant as well. So,
do you know what a Jimmy is, Shawn?
I know that it's sprinkles. Some people call them Jimmies. Yes. But I call them sprinkles. So
then you're civilized. Thank you.
Civilized.
So, Shawn, we asked our favorite question to all of our guests, and this is kind of in lieu of our partnership with Poly. First of all, thank you guys very much for the sponsorship, and more importantly, thank you for the partnership. But why Momentum? Tell us about the partnership with Momentum, things going on right now in your space pertaining to Momentum. So, why Momentum?
Well, we've been working with you folks for many, many years through the Altiva acquisition. And most recently Altus. So congratulations on both of those. Know Brian Jones very, very well. So that was a great acquisition by you guys. When we look at your volumes, like I said, I've got 1,000 partners. We tend to focus on the top 25. Last year you were number 12, as far as total desktop purchases. So you guys should be really proud of that. So, having a BroadSoft platform, I think what you guys, when I talk to the team and we look at what makes you unique, the thing that comes across to us is when we come out with a new technology, like recently we came out with CCX phones, and we also came out with a DEC wireless Rove. You certified those and brought them to market faster than any other partner that we saw in the marketplace. So it's your ability to adjust and take a look at what's happening in the market, bring in new technologies, spin them around, send them out to your customers very quickly. So those are some of the things that really stick out at us that we feel make you different.
Yeah. See, most people would say 12. How do we become number 11 or number 10? I hear 12 and I say TB12.
There you go. Yeah.
Shawn, don't shake your head.
Every conversation at some point Tom Brady gets put into it. And you literally took this conversation there, Chuck. Man.
Well, I know Shawn is actually a big Red Sox fan.
I am. That's
look at that.
So Boston sports fan for sure. So
Boston strong.
Boston strong. So
1,000, but listen, you said it. There's over 1,000 partners.
Yeah.
And excuse me, Momentum is number 12. That's pretty impressive. But
that is impressive, right?
Work to do.
Well, we'd be happy to do regular QBRs with you guys, share some of the data, and just show the progress that you guys are making. But you're coming off a really strong year, and we really appreciate the partnership.
Likewise. Awesome. Thank you very much, Shawn. Thank you again for being a guest on the show. Thanks for
my pleasure.
Again, all the sponsorship that Polly has been with Momentum, and in the beginning we wanted to have some fun, but thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. I enjoyed it.
All right. Thank you, Shawn. Have a great day. All right. There it is, Chuck. Polly, Shawn, Puddester. Am I saying that right now? We went through several trainings of it.
Yeah, you did. Good job, Shawn. Because I couldn't even come close. I said Prime Minister. I didn't know.
I know. And you're the one that spoke to him beforehand. So thanks for giving me a heads up on it. Well, listen, how was your weekend? Last weekend was Mother's Day weekend. We want to wish all the moms out there happy belated Mother's Day. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. But what did you do, Chuck?
I was actually in Kentucky for the first half of Mother's Day and flew back to Florida the second half of Mother's Day with my wife.
With your wife. So for you, it was 2 days in the airport or in travel?
No, just a 2-hour flight from Louisville back to Tampa. We were up there. Our oldest daughter got to walk for her master's on Friday, nice. And because of last year. So she got her master's from Bellarmine University. She currently works at Brown-Forman. She's doing a phenomenal job, and we wanted to be up there to watch her walk.
All right. Well, I'll give her a shout out. Congratulations to Haley Piazza. All right. Chuck, that wraps up another exciting, I can tell through your enthusiasm right now that this has been one of your favorite shows. Close us out. Close us out for Momentum.
Well, if you're thinking about companies that you need assistance with, looking to partner with a new company, you're looking for someone to help you with all of a client's needs, Momentum's your spot. We offer unified communication solutions, hosted voice services, SIP trunking, Microsoft Teams, mobility applications, voice analytics, SD-WAN services, network solutions, you name it. Contact center. Keep going. Let me keep going, Shawn.
Ice cream.
Let me go right through our complete solution portfolio. As you notice, I mentioned solution, not products. We sell solutions to end users, and we will work with you and put together the right solution to meet your prospects' needs or you as a prospect.
So for those listening or those binge watching on reruns, reach out to your nearest channel manager, regional sales manager for Momentum Telecom. Thanks again for joining us for another Momentum Mondays. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Man, I've had people stacked up to my window now for a while. I gotta get this lottery tickets. $5, please.
See, people still think
hold on. Yep, 1792 store pick, full proof. Yep, $49.99.